Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. I am the face behind Em's Chopped Up Treasures. I recently graduated from college and will be going back to school this coming August to pursue graduate school. If you haven't already seen my last video, this all started in an apartment garage. My goal for this channel is to inspire you to pick up a new side hustle to make maybe a little extra income on the side, or to even maybe take some furniture pieces like this that are in your own home and give them a whole new life and a whole new purpose. My goal is to continue paying off my student loan debts by flipping furniture, and I'm very excited to continue to do that step by step now with you guys on YouTube. Today is going to be my first how-to tutorial video on YouTube, showing you guys how I flip this gorgeous, beautiful Broyhill dresser right here. It's beautiful weather out here today, as you can see, so hopefully this flip works out very nicely. The first thing we're going to begin doing today is, as I always do, is remove the hardware before we begin cleaning our furniture piece. So go ahead and follow along. I'm going to take this, remove that, and we're going to go ahead, let's put it right up here. So we're going to need to clean that really good. Get all that dirt and grime off. Get that sucker out. Just open it a little bit more. I love using this. It's so much easier than when you do all on your own. It's electric. Gotta love that, right? This sucker is having a hard time coming out. There we go. Got a lot of hardware. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead, take this drawer out. Just rest it right here for the time being. I honestly think you save so much time using these electrically to get out, and then sometimes you just struggle to get the door out. Oh, and it just died. It just died. So now we have to let this charge, and we're gonna switch to the bad boy over here that I did not want to use, but that's okay. Just takes a little longer. working with our last drawer here, guys. Let's see. Okay, we're finally done getting that hardware out. It's a lot easier when you have an electrical one. Just say that. Saves a lot of time. After removing this hardware over here, I've decided to hold on to it. I really try to do that as much as I possibly can because I have to take into consideration if I go out and buy more hardware, I have to take that out of my investment and my profit. So in this case, we are going to hold on to these. I think they're really cool, the look I'm going for. I think they're gonna look really nice in a farmhousey like design. So we're gonna go ahead, clean these really good, and then we're gonna go ahead and give them 2 coats of spray paint in black. The reason I say you should initially always take off your hardware is so you don't get a buildup when you begin sanding and priming your pieces. You always want to make sure you give your pieces a thorough clean. I learned this the hard way, and trust me, we are not making that same mistake again. So guys, now that we've removed our hardware, we are ready to clean our furniture piece along with the drawers and along with inside of our dresser. My go-to is Dawn dish soap and some warm water to clean my pieces thoroughly. If you don't have Dawn dish soap, go ahead and use any cleaning product. I just use the Dawn because I find it works best and gets rid of all the dirt and grime. Go ahead and clean the inside of the dresser because we don't want any dirt buildup in here either. Let's tilt this over just to make sure we get everything apart. Honestly, I think this dresser is in really immaculate condition. There's no chipping, there's no water damage, no huge significant repairs that are going to be needed. I love this design. Some people might say that that's outdated, but I love it. Dresser, we cleaned the drawers, we got inside of the dresser. Like I said, I think this dresser is in really good condition. It's pretty immaculate considering it's an older dresser. And it's a nice brand name Broyhill. But it was in good condition, but she sure was nasty. So let's get into the next part. Now that we've cleaned our piece with some Dawn dish soap and some warm water, we're gonna go ahead and clean everything off with just some warm water and not soap this time. And then we're gonna go ahead and begin sanding. So guys, guys, now that we're done with our thorough deep cleaning, we're going to go ahead and begin sanding. We're going to go ahead and use this DeWalt orbital sander with 180 grit sandpaper. And in order to protect myself, I'm going to put on my nice mask here because we do not want to breathe in those dust particles. Struggle to put this on every single time. Loving how this wood is coming out. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and sand this down to the natural wood grain and do a beautiful wood stain on the top. To make sure you're going at an even pace with the consistency, because you want everything to be leveled out. So if you can see right here, we've sanded down to the natural wood grain. We're going to go ahead and do that to the whole top here, and then once we're done, we're going to go ahead and begin sanding on the sides here for a light sand. The top of this dresser down to its natural wood grain. As I began sanding it earlier, I saw the wood was in such beautiful, immaculate condition. I wanted to try to save it and not paint right over it. So I'm going to go ahead and wood stain the top of this dresser. Now I'm going to go ahead and sand down nicely a little bit around here and the drawers, and then we're going to go ahead and clean it again, and then we're going to be all set for our first coat of prime. And then later on, the fun part, which is the paint. Here we go. Okay guys, now that we're finished sanding, we're going to go ahead and clean it off again. As you can see, we've got a lot of dust particles, so we've got to clean that up. Once we're done doing that, we're going to go ahead and prime. sanding and cleaning our piece thoroughly again, we are ready to begin priming. This evening, I'm going to be going to use the Kills primer. That's very good because it helps with the resistance of buildup through stains, and it's odor resistant. In this case, we don't really need it for the odor resistance because this piece does not have an odor that is present, but it is still an added benefit. So I'm going to go ahead and begin priming this dresser along with the drawers, and then we're going to let it dry for a little bit. And in the meantime, while we're waiting for it to dry, we are going to go ahead and work on our hardware and cleaning that and getting the first coat of spray paint on. Okay guys, as you can see, I went ahead and applied the primer onto the dresser along with these drawers right here, gave it a couple hours to dry, and now I'm back to sand a little bit with my sanding bond. We just want to make sure we have smooth surfaces before we apply our paint. My hair is like, whew. Cold out here tonight. Woo. Let's get this last one over here. Make sure we get this side as well. Because again, we want a smooth surface so that our paint adheres nicely. Hey guys, so before we begin painting, I thought I would go ahead and spray our hardware so that can dry in the meantime while we're painting. Tonight we're going to be using Rust-Oleum in the semi-gloss protective enamel black. I'm going to go ahead and do the first coat now, go ahead and do the first coat of paint on the dresser, and then come back, and hopefully it'll be time. These will be dry and we can apply a second coat. So here we go. You want to do it a little far away so you don't get any smudging. And you want to keep the consistency going. You don't have to get everything covered the first go around, but... Okay guys, so now that we have our hardware waiting and drying right now, we're going to go ahead and begin painting. Tonight I'm going to be using Behr decorative chalk paint in the color of Farmhouse White. You can see it right here, kind of hard to see. I'm also going to be trying out this new brush. It's a zebra brush. I've heard phenomenal things about it. It's supposed to leave a very nice smooth finish, so now I'm going to be the judge of that and see how it comes out. Start right over here. We're gonna go do up and down strokes. Oh my gosh. I love this brush. Oh my god, this brush is amazing. You wanna either do your strokes up and down or side to side so you have some consistency and you don't get any brush strokes all over your piece when it's all finished. I've learned that the hard way, and I am not doing that again. It just makes it look more level and more precise. Okay guys, we gave our first coat some time to dry. Now we're gonna go ahead and go in with the second coat. Here we go. That's it. Okay guys, now that our first coat of paint is dry, before we go ahead and apply our second coat of paint, we're going to take my sander block and we're going to smoothen the surface out just a little bit because we don't want any clumps to come out after the second coat is done drying. So here we go. A special guest, and that is Tuna. He is my cat. He wanted to be in the shop tonight. We went ahead and let the second coat of paint sit overnight, and we're back tonight to go ahead and seal our piece. We're going to be using some polyurethane. Okay guys, our 2 coats of paint are done drying. We are now ready to apply our wood stain to the top of this dresser. Tonight we're going to be using Behr wood stain in the shade of Special Walnut. Applying wood stain, you always want to make sure you go to the left and to the right of the wood grain, so you get an even finish. Okay guys, our piece is officially sealed. We are now ready to put in our drawers and screw back in our hardware. Okay guys, so as you can see, we went from this dresser right here to this beautiful dresser right here. Kind of gives me some sort of like farmhousey vibe, which is my favorite, next to French Provincial. We are now ready to stage this piece. I always make sure to stage my pieces just so the buyer has an idea of kind of what the piece would look like in their home when they decorate it. Guys, I'm honestly really not the best when it comes to staging. Even though I've been doing this for a year and a half, every piece is different, but I really think a little bit does go a long way in terms of staging. Okay y'all, let's go ahead and get some photos. We are all finished with this dresser. Staging pictures are all done. We are ready to list it now on OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace. I'm thinking I'm gonna list it for roughly $200. That seems to be the going rate in my area. All kind of depends where you live and obviously what the buyers are looking for at that given time. Remember to list the dimensions of your piece prior to posting your listing, or else it will be a pain in the butt. Take it from me. So guys, I picked this piece up off of OfferUp the same day it was listed for a total of $25. Went ahead and used some paint that I already had on hand. The hardware was obviously still intact, so I just had to buy some Rust-Oleum black spray paint. and obviously some wood stain for this beautiful top here. So all in all, I think I spent about $35 to $40 for supplies for this piece. Well, life's kind of changed. I recently have been applying to graduate school for marriage and family therapy, so that's been taking up quite a bit of my time. So I'm going to be trying to do my best to get content out for you at a minimum of every 2 weeks. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at @ChalkedUpTreasures. I will be sure to update you guys as to when this beautiful piece sells. Also guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and turn your post notifications on to stay updated with my current flips. And go ahead and give this video a like and let me know in the comments section below what you think of this beautiful transformation. Anyways, thanks guys for watching my video. It means the absolute world to me. I love being able to share all of my furniture flips with you guys, and I cannot wait to see where this takes off. I'll see you guys on the next flip. Bye!